algo structure video, I said something like A, B, and then the highest point B creates, takes B out, and then delivers to the highest point that was created. That's what I explained. Now, how did we apply that logic to this trade? Yeah. Now we had something like this. A, this first place our A. I took it live on the channel. Yeah. This first is our A. This second low is our B. What is the highest point this low created? Which is this place here. Which is our C. Our C, yeah. And then what did I do? I took the trade from this other block. I'll explain what another block is when we get to point of interest. I just want to make sure everybody understands this algo structure very well. So I took the trade from this point of interest, this other block, took my buy, my stop loss below A. See, price did not invalidate it here. And then I put my take profit at the highest point B created, which was about 4 hours. I took the trade live, I shared it on the channel, and I took it personally on my live account. So that's why we took it. Now I'll go to the advanced part of this algo structure. Why? There's something you must see for A to be valid. There's something that must happen for B to be valid too. Now for A validation, we want to see a liquidity sweep and a break of structure. Now, when price does something like this, a sweep of a low and a break of structure, what happens? Now, when price sweeps a low, it means there is stop loss orders here. Yeah, we literally call it liquidity read. Some call it liquidity sweep, some call it whatever. A sweep of liquidity and a break of structure validates our A and a break of structure. Now, so what happened here? For us to validate our A, we had what? We had a sweep of a low and what? And a break of structure. Yeah. What else do you want to see? We want to see our B immediately. We want to see a reversal, and a break of structure. It must so reversal and a break of structure, which is this, like this. So that creates our B. Now the highest point B creates, if B likes, B is just the last low before the main low, before the A, or the last high before the A. So if B likes creates another this structure like this. So far, this is the highest, provided that this is the highest point B created. We expect price to come back, take all these lows, including this is our B though, take our B, come to our A, and what deliver and take that high, that highest point. That's what we want to see. That's just what we want to see. Now I'll show you this trade I took on synthetics. I took a trade on synthetics. I'm going to explain that one too. So what do we do here? Our sweep of a low and break of structure validated our A. Our B is what V-shaped. I'll take time out and explain everything again, like explain everything in full so you can understand how to validate our A, how to validate our B, and where to target. Our target is always the highest point B creates. So this is our B, this V-shaped is our B. B must be V-shaped for bullish structure or A-shaped for a bearish structure. I'll explain it. So I marked our B, and then what do you expect price to do? Take our B out and deliver to the highest point B created. So let me explain another trade here. This is actually for NZDUSD, but I just want us to understand better. That's why I want to explain one more trade. So I took a trade with my channel people. I took a trade on V151S. You understand? I'm even waiting for this trade too. I'm waiting for this trade too. So what happened? The sweep of a low and a break of structure, and then this is my B. So I'm expecting price from wherever I create to come back to take this low and what buy. So what am I waiting for here? Why did I take this buy? I took a buy from here. From here. Why did I take this buy? Right now from here. Yeah. Why did I take this buy? So what happened here? We saw what a sweep of a low and what a break of structure. Yeah, which validated our what our A. So it works for synthetics and for forex too. Which validates our A. We had what a break of structure again, and what validated our B. Now look at what happened. Price did not stop here. Yeah, price did not come back immediately. Look at what happened. It created multiple highs. Look at another. It created another break of structure, break of structure, break of. But this was the highest point B created. Yeah. So what do we expect? We expect highest points to take our B out and deliver again. And you see, I took this thing live, yeah. So I took one more trade. What was the last trade we took? The 10 one is, I guess, yeah, volatility 10 one is. We took it on volatility 10 one is. So what happened? Is set up. Yeah, this is it. So what happened? See, we had a sweep of a low, this low, and a sweep of this low, and what a break of structure. This validates our A. We had a pullback and a break. This validates our B. So what do you expect price to do? Price even give us on that break. What do you expect price to do? Take our B out and deliver to the highest point. That's just what happened. Now, so that's what I'm looking at. Let's look at one more setup on. I'm looking at Solana here. I want to learn how to buy. I want to learn how to buy. Why am I bullish on Solana? Look at what happened. Price took this is a low. This is a low, yeah. Price took this low out, which is our unbroke structure actually, which validates our A. Now is the last low before this main low, before this A. This is the last low before A, and then break. That's our B. So price took this low out, and I'm setting price to take this high out again. That's just what I'm expecting from the market. Yeah. Let me explain this last trade. Sorry, on Bitcoin. This one will help you understand better everything I've been explaining. I took about 3 trades on BTC. I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm very, very bullish on Bitcoin. So yeah, look at this trade. Look at I sent it live on my channel too, and I told them we are not going to take it. Look at we had a sweep of a low, but we had a sweep of a low and a break of structure, which validates our A. Now I said earlier that our B must what? Our B must break structure. If our B does not break structure, we are not interested. So look at what happened. We had a pullback. And what we didn't have a break. B did not break structure, so B is not valid. What's the price going to do? The price going to take our A out. We wanted B to break the structure, then come back and what buy. But it did not happen, so we left the trade. Now look at this trade I took more trades. I took this very good trade here on Bitcoin. Yes, sir. Yeah, this one. We had a sweep of a low, a sweep of this low, and a break of structure. And a break of structure. It validates my what? My A. Validates my A. What else do you want to see? A pullback and a break. We validate my B. And then what's the highest point to be created? This is the highest point to be created. So am I taking my trade from below B? My stop loss is going to be below A. And then my target is at what? My C. My highest point to be created, which is my C. So see what happens. It happens every time. Repeats itself every time. Now, so I want you to go and back test it. See this trade too. A sweep of a low. And what? A break of structure. It validates my what? It validates my A. My A. What's on the C? On C, a pullback and a break. Now this is on that break of structure. And this is a pullback that happened. It validates my B. So it's the highest point that be created. This is the highest point. That's my target. The price came to take B out and what? It our take profit. That's all for now. I hope I left you better than I found you. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you watch the algo structure video.